As you can see, it's another cold, rainy day in Maryland. Good times. Well, we're back, kids. It's been a minute, and you know, life got a little hectic there, so kind of was just putting off things. Had to put YouTube on the back burner, but did want to make a video about a product I got from Brian. I'm gonna put his Instagram on down here somewhere, and let's see the product. So if you got a k24z3 or z7 and you did the Type S pump and you're turboed, you're going to be running into an oil drain issue. Like I've got mine, well, I had mine. Right now it's, where would it be? I have mine on the side of the pan. Wait, yeah, I've got mine on the side of the pan right now, so it's in this area, and it does an okay job. Not the greatest, but Brian made a piece that kind of resolves that issue. So what we got here, when you buy the kit from him, you're gonna get you'll get Honda seals. You're also gonna get stainless hardware. And what you came to see is this billet aluminum piece. Can you get better lighting? There we go, yep. So you get this billet aluminum piece. It's gonna replace the block off plate where when you do the Type S pump, it moves it back to the older K series where it's off to the side. Let's flip this block and you can see what I'm talking about. So, so I got the bottom plate off now. I'm gonna put it back on when I show you how the piece goes on there. But originally, if you got a Z7, the oil filter is hooked up right around this area. And when you do the Type S pump, you're gonna take off that cover piece and you're gonna relocate the filter back to here on the side, like the older K series. So, yeah. But as far as this piece goes, yeah, so we've got, lighting's kind of, this is all one billet piece. It's even got the grooves in it for the oil, for the gaskets, so, you know, it's gonna seal up good. Give me a minute, I'm gonna put that bottom plate on the block so we can attach it, and you'll see what I'm talking about, how it sits.
A few moments later.
So, like I said, just one whole billet aluminum piece. It's already got grooves in it for the seal, so you'll get proper sealing. The front side of the plate is countersunk for the stainless hardware, so everything's gonna sit nice and flush. Now I put the bottom plate of the block back on so you can see what's going on here. And you can get an idea of how it's gonna sit against the block. I'm not gonna bother putting the gaskets in because I'm taking this off. Like, I've just torn the block down and I gotta send it out to, I'm gonna get it hot tanked as well as possibly getting the block decked and the head milled. I'm gonna check to see if it even needs it. But I just put the bottom part with the main caps on just so you can get an idea of how it's gonna sit on here. Now the hardware, it is a 6mm Allen. Just put that on there like so. Like, this isn't going to be permanent, so just snugging everything on. And yeah, that is the piece installed. As you can see, it's got a nice profile that sits close to the block. I know a couple of you are going to ask, like, how is it in reference to the half shaft being here, and Brian sent me a picture. The way the picture looks, you've got don't mind that flaky one, you've got about a finger gap between where the half shaft comes across. So I mean, in theory, like, the half shaft's not going to flex, it's not going to jump anywhere, so that gap is always going to stay consistent. And then if you've got the turbo come in like a head-mounted turbo on a Z7 coming straight down, it's just slight curve and you're dropping right in. Even with the sidewinder coming off here, you're gonna have a smooth transition down into this. It's just way more convenient. And like I said, since you have the Type S pump, you're gonna be relocating your filter back to the original spot on like the K20s and all the older K series have. But yeah, I mean, it's a slick looking piece. It's nice. Definitely going to help with trying to figure out, like, because I've seen people, they'll put the drain here. I put my drain on the side like I saw some earlier members do, or they'll run it just right to the oil drain on the pan. I mean, it's kind of hit or miss. Mine would smoke, depending on how the angle of the car was parked. Like, if it was tilted forward, it'd kind of backfeed a little bit and just wouldn't drain properly, so it'd start to smoke some. So this should resolve a lot of those issues. And yeah, just a well-made piece, I'll give it that. I mean, it's all billet out of one piece of aluminum. It's already got the dash 10 fitting on it for the drain. And it's coming with hardware and new gaskets, so you don't have to worry about that. The first batch he did in anodized black. When I was talking to him, I think his second batch that he's going to have going around, it's going to be a raw finish, so it'll just be raw aluminum. Kind of wish I held out for that because I like the raw aluminum look better than the anodized. But to be honest with you, once this motor's back together, I'm probably never going to see this piece again unless I'm doing like an oil change or whatever. But yeah. So that would be it right there. Sits nice and tucked up against the block. And yeah, if you're interested, if you got a Z3 or a Z7 and you did the Type S pump, go ahead and pick you up one of these if you want to have a better option as far as like oil drains go. Wasn't really much to the video, just wanted to kind of light's kind of weird. Oh, there we go. Just kind of wanted to get that out there for it. It's like, you know, Brian helps a lot in the 9th gen community as far as getting parts and, you know, giving you options on what you can do, and it's a good looking part. Like, you know, if you're trying to support small business and get the word out on everything, go ahead, check him out. Like I said, I'm gonna put his information in my description, as well as have his Instagram in an earlier part of this post. All right, well, short and sweet. Catch y'all in a little bit.